I worked for the New York Power Authority as a lineman, and then later maintenance resource management planner. Climbed poles just about every day. Before this heart issue, I thought I was pretty good shape. I never even dreamed that I would have a heart attack. And I woke up in the morning just crushing pain in the chest. After a little while, I called the rescue unit. They come. In Malone, they began testing me, draw blood to see what was going on. They were giving me nitroglycerin drip and tablets, and just to see where I was. And once the test came through, that it showed a certain enzyme that proved that I was having a heart attack. And it was, at the time, it was tough to accept that I've had a heart attack. And then they started the communication with Plattsburgh. That's when they got a hold of Dr. Bradley. Fletcher Allen Coordinated Transport, FACT team, that transported me from Malone to CVPH. And those guys were awesome in that vehicle. Going into the CVPH emergency room, there they were ready for me. They knew I was coming in and all this, and they just responded incredibly. They showed care, and that's what really kind of relaxes me, because when you're going through this, you don't know what's happening. I mean, you don't know if you're going to make it the rest of the day or not. But it was in the emergency room that Dr. Bradley came in, and he started talking. And he says, "I'm going to be your doctor," and he apparently had all the information from Alice Hyde. Told me, he says, "We're going to take care of you. So we got you scheduled for tomorrow for cath and angioplasty." So, and his confidence gave me what I needed to relax with it. Says, "Okay, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be okay." But he showed confidence in what he knew he was going to do for me, and that's exactly what he did. He helped me out a lot. And when it got time to get me in, it was business. And they just changed. They were still caring. They took me through. They put a stent in my heart. They did find a artery that was 100% blocked. It apparently feeds the lower portion of my heart. And of course, you have heart damage whenever there's blood supply stopped. So Dr. Bradley installed, he went in from the groin area up through and installed a stent in that artery, opened it right up. And you're restricted to bed for like 5 hours after that. So it's tough to just lay quietly, but I did. And then I started feeling better. I said, the crushing pain in your chest was gone. And it was amazing when you start getting blood flowing where it needs to go. And the nursing staff there was just on top of things. I was able to get up on my own and started moving around. And it just felt good, the independence that you start getting back, because you really miss it when you don't have it. The pharmacist was also involved. She had come up because I had to start taking medicines now. So she went through all the drugs with me, how to take them, when to take them, and any signs of any side effects that might occur, to be sure to get a hold of them. And the nutritionist was also in the room, and she brought up the special diets you would need to care for yourself. And so with these diets, the types of foods that were allowed, and some of the foods are pretty good anyway, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and just all good food. And I've since had to lay off some of my eating because I was not a very good eater. Whatever was set before me, I'd gobble it, But as the day came to be discharged, they were just still so caring. The doctor had come in. He told me what they found, that I was going to pretty much have a full recovery from this, you know, for as long as I behaved myself, but I'd have a full recovery. So I was pretty tickled with that. And nurses came in. They set me up with discharge papers and discharge directions. They set me up with a follow-up appointment. Before the heart attack, things were getting, I was slowing down in that, but I was blaming that on my age. You know, I'm 61 years old, and there's some things you just have to accept, like getting older, you know. So a lot of things I was putting on the back burner. There's out in the shop right now, I have a brush cutter torn down that normally I would tear it down and fix it and put it back together. Well, it's still torn down. I see these things that are sitting there, and I'm ready to get them fixed. You know, so there's a renewed interest and a renewed energy that I lost. It was a gradual loss, so you do kind of blame it on other things, just age and not caring if it's done or not. But now I see that they need to be done. I like music. It's always been in me. Well, my mom and dad were both musicians also, and one played the violin, the other one guitar. So you have this music in you, and it's got to get out somehow, so you just bang away until you can't stand yourself anymore. So, but I love my grandchildren. I have 8, and when they come over and play, I just want to play, you know, and they can tire me out, but that's good. That's a good thing. It is like a second chance, and you know, when you've lost interest in a lot of things, and then to have those come back, it inspires you to want to, you know, keep going more. But at the same time, you know, I have to be a little bit more careful about what I do. Oh, anyone that acknowledges that I've had a heart attack and they ask me how I'm doing, I do let them know that I went to Plattsburgh. I saw Dr. Bradley, and the staff out there was ones that got me back on my feet. And even friends that are facing the same type problems with the heart, I recommend to them Champlain Valley Physicians Hospital. So that's where I went, and they took care of me. They really did. It's an awesome thing, you know, when you can have get your life back.
While we're proud of our quality of care, we know it's more about quality of life. The CVPH Heart Center.